Good morning, children. We have discussed about what is pandas. Pandas is a Python library for data analysis. So there are different data structures in pandas. A data structure is a way of storing and organizing data in a computer so that it can be accessed and worked within an appropriate way. Like in our NumPy library, array is a data structure. Likewise, in pandas, series, data frames and panels are three data structures. Series is a one-dimensional structure storing homogeneous mutable data. Data frames is a two-dimensional structure storing heterogeneous mutable data. Then panel is a three-dimensional way of storing items. So let us see what is a series. So series is like a one-dimensional structure with homogeneous data. So series is a one-dimensional structure containing homogeneous data. It contains a sequence of values and an associated position of data labels called its index. So a series looks like this. It has a data and its index. It is just like a data in the dictionary. Like in dictionary we had an index and its corresponding data. So it is not required that the index should be like numbers. Index can be any character or any value, like the key value pair in the dictionary that we studied last year. Likewise here it is same like that of a dictionary. Like for an index there is a corresponding data, and for a series there is an index value and a data, like in key value pair in a dictionary. So series is like a one-dimensional structure capable of holding data of any type. So in a series there can be any type of data. It is not needed that all the data stored in the series is of the same data type. Like an array is contains all the data of same data type, but in series all the data can be of any data type. It can also be described as an ordered dictionary with mapping of index value to data value. So we know that dictionary last year we studied is unordered because dictionary does not have a proper index. It just is a key value pair. But this series is a ordered dictionary with mapping of index value to data value. There is a mapping from index value to data value. Series data is mutable, but the size of series data is immutable. So a series data is mutable. We can change the data, but the size we give for the data, that is amount of bytes required to store this data, if we declare the size, we cannot change the size of that data. So a series in pandas can be created using series function. Any list or dictionary data can be converted into series using this method. So like to create an array we used array function. To create a series we use series method or series function. So we can create series from dictionary and from scalar values or constants. So let us see how to create an empty series. The basic series which can be created by using series function is just an empty series. This can be created by using series function without any parameter. Like we create a empty list by calling the list function. We create an empty dictionary by using the dict function. Likewise, we can create an empty series by using the series function. So its syntax is series object. That is what variable name we are giving to store the series, generated series. The series object is equal to pandas dot series. This s in series function, s is in caps. So if we write small letter s, it will create an error. So let us see how to create an empty series. For that, import pandas as pd. Here pd is the alias name given for the library pandas. So import pandas as pd. Here we are giving a variable s1 for storing the generated series. So we are generating a series by pd dot series. Here pd is the alias name given for the library pandas. So s1 is equal to pd dot series. Here no parameters are given, no arguments are given in this function. So if we give series function without any argument, it will generate a empty series. So when we print s1, it will generate the output as series, empty series. Data type is by default floating point. So to generate an empty series, we use series function without any argument inside it or without any parameter inside the function. So when we print it, it will print the empty series. You can see empty series. Here the series is empty. Next is creating a series with arguments. Before here, previous program we had created an empty series. Now if we give any parameters to the series function, we can generate different outputs. So series with arguments is created using series function by passing index and data elements as the argument to it. So in the series function, we are passing data and index. This idx is the index value what we provide. So series object equal to pandas, sorry, here s is the pandas dot series data comma index. So in the series function, we are passing two parameters, that is data and index. So data supplied to the series can be, here in place of data we can supply a sequence, that is a list, an array, a value, a scalar value, a Python dictionary, or a mathematical expression. Anything can be given as a data in the series function. So to create a series with arguments, we have to pass data and index as parameters to the series function. And the data can be a sequence, an ND array, a scalar value, a Python dictionary, a mathematical expression of function. So to create a series using list, so that first we import pandas as pd, then create an object or a variable s1 of to store this generated series. So s1 is equal to pd dot series in function, in the parameter given as a list. List contains the values 10, 20, 30, 40. Then if we give print s1, then the series generated is, this is the series generated. There is a corresponding index. By default, if we do not specify any index, it will start from 0. And we can, by externally we can specify an index. also. Here 0 is pointing to 10, 1 is pointing to 20, 2 is pointing to 30 and 3 is pointing to 40. So this is a series generated from a list. So we can generate a series from a list. For that, first we have to import our pandas library as PD. Likewise, we import numpy as NP. Generally, we import pandas as PD. Then S1 is equal to PD dot series. S is caps in series. Then our function bracket opens. In that, the argument, the parameter given is a list, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, contains 4 values. Then if we print S1, the output will be a series containing all the values, data with its index, and its data type is also given. Next, sorry, here not empty, here creating a series using range function. Creating a series using range function. So the range function will generate a numbers within a particular range. So for that, first we import pandas as PD, then create a variable so that we can store the generated series. We have created here S1. S1 is equal to PD dot series, in bracket our range function, range of 5. So the parameters of the range function are start, stop and step. Here start is not given, only one value is given, so it will be the stop. If one value is given, then it will be considered as stop. And so the range function will generate values from 0 to 5 minus 1, that is 4. It will generate values from 0 to 4. So by default we didn't give any index position. So by default the series will have index starting from 0, and the range function generates the values from 0 to 4, that is 0 to 5 minus 1, that is 0 to 4. So here it is mapping from 0 is pointing to the data 0, 1 is pointing to the data 1, 2 is pointing to data 2, 3 is pointing to data 3, 4 is pointing to data 4. So to create a series using range function, first we import our pandas library as PD. PD is the alias name. Then we have given a variable S1. S1 is equal to PD dot series, in bracket our range function, range of any value we can provide. So range of 5 means this range function will generate values from 0 to 5 minus 1, that is 0 to 4. Then print S1 will print the series. So series will have the index by default from 0. Index will start from 0, and the series will have the data 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So each index is pointing to its corresponding data. Next is change the index value. Like here in previous program we have seen the index value is not given. So the interpreter itself generates an index value. By default it starts from 0. So here we can give any index value to the data. It is not necessary that like in our list or string the index starts from 0, but in series we can change the index value like a dictionary, key in a dictionary. So first we import here, from here import pandas as PD, then S1 is equal to PD dot series, in bracket a list containing values 10, 20, 30, 40. Here we are providing a parameter list. Then we are explicitly changing the index value, that is s1 dot index equal to square brackets. We are providing the index, which is a string, so we are enclosing it in a single quote. So here 4 values are there, so we have to provide 4 index. So we are providing the index A, B, C, D. That is, A should map to 10, B maps to 20, C maps to 30, D maps to 40. So if we print S1, then the new output will be, instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, the new output will be A, B, C, D instead of 0, 1, 2, 3. That is, our index value is explicitly changed and it is now A, B, C, D. So we can provide any string value as index. So this is how we can change the index value by using series name dot index equal to in a square bracket the index values. Then when we print the series, the index value will be changed by the values we have explicitly provided. So here A is mapping to 10, B maps to 20, C maps to 30 and D maps to 40. Next is to create a series with explicitly defined index. In the same previous program, here we have used, first we have created a series, after that we are changing the index value. So in this program we are directly giving this in the series function. We are directly changing this in this line, we don't have to consider. First we have to import pandas as PD, then s1 is equal to pd dot series, our list, our data, like we have learned the syntax. Our syntax is pd dot series data comma index. Likewise we have to write s1 is equal to pd dot series data, that is our list, comma index equal to what index we have to provide, that is s1 is equal to pd dot series, s is caps in series, series in parenthesis, that is in function, inside the function, our list, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, then comma, then index equal to, in square bracket, single quotes A, comma in single quotes B, comma in single quotes C, then comma in single quotes D, then close the square bracket, close the parenthesis. So in the series function we are providing a data and index, then print the series. So same output will be obtained like the previous one, but we are providing this in the series function itself. But in the previous one we are first creating the series, then we are changing the index. So in this we are providing the index inside the series function itself. Okay children, thank you. Let us see how this works in Python. Let us see how it works in Python by doing some examples. Okay children, let us do some programs related to what we have done in the video. So for that, import pandas as PD. Then we can create a empty series. S1 is equal to pd dot S1 is equal to pd dot series of. So to create an empty series we don't need any arguments inside the function. So we press enter. So here an error or warning is shown that put pandas as here you have to write series as in capital. So here one warning is shown that series function is an empty the output is an empty series, so its data type will be default since we didn't specify any data type. So if we print this S1, its output will be a empty series. So its output will be an empty series. So let us see how to create a series with arguments as a list. So write the same command that we can provide a list. So the list is 20, 10, 20, 30, 40. Create a list. So if we print this, you can see a series. We didn't specify any data type, so the series will be 0 is mapping to 10, 1 is mapping to 20, 2 is mapping to 30, and 3 is mapping to 40. And all the data is of the form integer, so it is integer data type. And in empty series, the data type is not specified, so by default it is floating point data type. So you can see just series is just like a dictionary, but the values, the index are like the keys and data is like the values in the dictionary. But the series is a ordered dictionary, that is it has a order, but in dictionary is an unordered set. So let us see how we can change the index values, or how we can explicitly specify an index value. For that, here we have created the series. After that we are creating a index. So s1 dot index equal to the square brackets, we are writing the index value. So we are specifying here fruit names to be LV, comma, papaya, banana. So if we print this series, it will generate the output like this. So it will generate the output like this. Here the data types, the index 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. are replaced by values that are given for the index, that is apple, papaya, mango, banana, etc. So likewise, like this, we can specify this index in the function, in the series function also. Let us see how it can be done. So we can comma. So our index series function should have two parameters. They are the data and its index. So the data is a list containing the values 10, 20, 30, 40, and the index contains the value apple, papaya, mango, and banana. So it will also generate the same output as this, the previous one. Next, we can provide different data types in this. So let us see if what will be the output if we provide and floating point data in this. So if we provide a floating point value, so instead of 40, if I write 4.2, then what will be the value? This one. So you can see if I write 4.2 instead of 40, so the data type, whole data type is also changed from integer to floating point, because one value in this series is floating point. So the whole series is changed to a floating point data type. So the same index and index is pointing to the data. So 0 is pointing to these integer values are converted into floating point values. Now let us see how to print a series using with the help of range function. Range of, in bracket, 5. So here we have provided S1 is equal to PD dot series range of 5. So this range function will generate values from 0 to 5 minus 1, that is 0 to 4. So it will generate values from 0 to 4 and its data type is integer, because the integer values are generated, and the index is 0 to 4. That is, by default we didn't specify an index, so the value will be 0. Starting index will be 0. So children, all of you do all these programs from your home and work out other examples also. Okay, thank you children.